Yun lang naman po.
So, ready ka na for the first question?
Yes, I think so po. I have no choice.
So, kaya mo naman yan. So, for your first question, how would you improve communication between the student government and the student body? Again, how would you improve communication between the student government and the student body?
So I will improve the communication po with the student and student organization body is by having an open and respectful open communication po for everyone. Comments, we have G-forms and often forums po for them para ma-raise po yung mga concerns nila sa atin. And as a running PRO po, I will be the bridge of the student and the student organization po para po magkaroon sila ng safe and healthy and responsible communication po with each other. Thank you.
So, another question, since incoming second year, paano mo ma-ensure na yung mga announcements and informations is madi-disseminate mo fairly? Like, hindi lugi yung ibang batch, hindi lamang yung sa inyo. So, paano ma-ensure na lahat ng ini-spread na announcement is lahat magiging accessible sa buong threesome, hindi lang sa batch nyo?
So para po maging accessible po siya sa lahat, I will top the each class mayor or representative of each section po regarding po sa information na i-disseminate ko para po each section is well informed po regarding po sa mga information na i-disseminate from the association po para fair po sa lahat.
So, another question. Do you think yung paggamit ng AI is maganda for your position or gagawin lang nito na parang fake yung captions or yung announcements na i-disseminate?
So, I could say na from this generation po, AI is important po or nagagamit siya ng student. But yet, I use AI po for good reading. Yet, alam ko po, I know myself well that I have my own information or caption po for every events or information that we will have po this school year.
So, for my last question, sa that information released by the organization is accurate and credible. Again, misinformation and fake news have become a major concern in the Philippines. Information released by the organization is accurate and credible.
So before po mag-disseminate ng information, I will make sure po na i-check po siya with the by the official pages that we have, our official organization and the website that we have. We have the Dean's Office po para mag-check po ng information if accurate and totoo po ba siya. Because as a PRO po, I understand that
That would be all po. Thank you. Next panelist
Thank
na
you
po.
so much po.
Good afternoon, lovely Joy. Are you ready na ba?
Yes po.
So, okay, madali lang naman to. PRO often serves as the face and voice of the organization, especially when hosting or emceeing events. If you were to receive criticism or even bashing regarding your performance as an MC, how would you handle the situation while maintaining professionalism and confidence? Let me repeat. The PRO often serves as the face and voice of the organization, especially when hosting or emceeing events. If you were to receive criticism or even bashing regarding your performance as an MC, how would you handle the situation while maintaining professionalism and confidence?
So I will handle it po by listening to them po. I will listen sa mga thoughts and opinions po nila or bashing sa akin, and I will take that po as an opportunity to improve myself.
Thank you, Lovely Joy. That's all po. Next panelist na.
Thank you po.
So, good afternoon, Miss Lovely. So here's your questions. Mag-add na lang ako sa kanila. So, if the organization faces backlash or backlash online, how will you respond? What is your response strategy? Again, if the organization, how will you respond? What is your response strategy?
So I think my response strategy po is I will make sure po na na yung excuse me.
Ulitin ko yung tanong.
Yes po, thank you po.
So, if the organization faces backlash online or kumbaga tigbabash mismo yung organization or yung ATS, how will you respond and what is your response strategy?
So, ang response strategy ko po niyan is I will post an official statement po regarding po doon kung ano man po yung binabash nila. And I will tap the organization po para magkaroon po kami ng magandang or makreate po kami ng magandang solution po regarding po doon sa pagbabash sa amin. And yun po yung i-release namin na statement regarding it para magkaroon po ng clarification both sides po of the organization. Thank you po.
Okay, wala naman na akong follow-up questions. Thank you.
Okay, so good afternoon, Lovely.
Good afternoon po.
Wait lang. Okay, so here goes your question po. So many students only engage with activities when incentives are offered. So how would you encourage genuine participation in organizational programs?
So, pag once na nagkaroon po ng event and then unti lang po yung na-encourage natin na participant, first I will assess po yung events and next mag-gather po ko ng information by student feedbacks and open forums po. And after that, papagsamahin ko po yung mga nag-gather kong information po to make an activity or an program po na alam kong aligned and magiging interested and relevant po yung activities na para po sa student para magustuhan nila.
Thank you po. Next panel na po.
Thank you po.
Hello, Lovely. Good afternoon.
Good
So
afternoon.
my question is, why is communication important in student leadership?
I think communicating natin yung misunderstanding with both party, not just para hindi po magkagulo, para in case man po na siya in a good communication and safe communication with other officers.
Okay, another question is, how will you encourage students?
I will encourage them po by telling po kung ano po yung lesson po sa mga activities po na ikakonduct ng organization. Na alam ko pong magagamit po nila sa daily life professionals po nila na kukunin sa mga susunod pa pong taon. Thank you po.
Okay, next question. Student participation.
Hello po, can you
Okay. Wait. Most events despite low
for the last time po, pwede pong paulit, naglalag po kasi kayo sa akin.
Sige, sorry.
Thank you po.
Okay na ba? Clear na?
Okay na po.
Okay. How would you promote events despite low student participation?
So, I will promote it po. Same lang po doon sa unang question na ipopromote ko po kung ano po yung mga benefits po na makakuha nila na alam ko pong magagamit nila, not just as a student but sa future professions po nila.
Okay, thanks, love.
Thank you po.
Meron pa po bang hahabol na tanong? Pero I think wala na sa Ate Daniela. So, ayun lang naman, lovely. Thank you for your time. Love your confidence as well and how you answered so well. So, congrats and good luck.
Thank you so much po. Thank you po everyone. Bye-bye po. Bye-bye.
Hello po.
So, good morning, Sophia. Are you ready?
Good afternoon po.
So, let's start na po.
So, hello Sophia, good afternoon. First, introduce yourself and tell us about your personality.
Hello po. Good afternoon. My name is Sophia, 18 years old from Kasugad, Bulacan, Camarines Sur.
So, ready ka na for your first question?
Okay po.
For your first question, how would you ensure accuracy and transparency in the organization's financial records? Again, how would you ensure accuracy and transparency in the organization's financial records?
Ako po kasi, I will make sure po na clear, organized, and properly documented po yung mga financial reports. And as a running auditor po, nakalagay po doon sa advocacy ko po na yung sa integrity po. So, integrity means pagiging honest and fair sa pag-check po ng records and reports. And that's actually my goal. Being honest, transparent, and accountable ang lahat ng reports po and documents na mahahawakan ko po. And gusto ko din po na malaman or maging aware po yung mga BSTM students kung saan po napupunta or nalalagay yung mga funds po.
Okay, for the next question. Since yun nga, auditor, and hindi lang naman ikaw yung maghahawak ng fund ng organization, but also the treasurer, the assistant treasurer, and also the business managers. So, how are you going to work alongside with them?
Being approachable po and and pagkakaroon po ng maayos na communication. Siguro yun po.
Okay, thank you. For the last question, many government agencies undergo audits to ensure accountability and transparency. Why do you think auditing is important, even in student organizations? So I'll repeat. Many government agencies undergo auditing to ensure accountability and transparency. Why do you think auditing is important even in student organizations?
Um, Tulad po nung sinabi ko na gusto ko pong malaman or maging aware po yung buong students kung saan po napupunta or nalalagay yung mga pera na na kinukuha or yung mga contribution, yung funds, ganun po. And I believe po kasi na kailangan po yun para yun nga po para maging aware and sa nangyayari po dito sa mga political issues, ayoko na rin pong dumagdag sa mga problema and I will assure them po na po namin na na-organize po and properly documented po yung mga financial reports po.
So yun lang naman yung sa akin. Thank you.
Okay po.
Hi, Sophia. Good afternoon.
Hello po. Good afternoon din po.
So, here's my question. The auditor ensures accountability and transparency in all financial matters of the organization. Now, if officers pressure you to overlook financial errors, what would you do? Let me repeat. If officers pressure you to overlook financial errors, what would you do?
Ako po kasi, maingat po ako sa mga records and dino-double check ko po talaga. And if magkaroon man po ng error, ang ginagawa ko po kasi po dati nagkaroon na po ako ng experience na gano'n. Tapos ako po kasi mahilig po ako na mayroon po akong soft and hard copy. So if ever man po na i-pressure po nila ako about po doon sa mga errors, mayroon po akong maipapakita sa kanila na hard copy or soft copy po nung mga reports or about po doon sa hinahanap.
Here's my follow-up question na. If ever na yung ibang officer, sinabihan ka na ay wag mo na ngayon pansinin ngayon kasi hindi naman niya mahahalata. Hindi naman niya mahahalata yung mali nga doon sa pag-liquidate nga. Ganun. Ano yung pagiging response mo kapag sinabihan ka nila na wag mo na yan, hindi naman niya yan hahanapin?
So, yung sagot ko po doon is bago pa po ako pumasok dito at bago pa po ako dito nag-apply, nakinig po ako doon sa parang pinag-aralan ko muna po yung doon po sa General Assembly po baga. Tapos meron po doon mga nagre-report. Tapos may tinanong po si Ma'am Jessa doon na ano po yung mga other expenses. So for me po, kahit pa po yung maliit na pera, kailangan ko po yun i-list or ilagay po doon sa financial reports kasi baka po just in case din natanungin kami doon, alam po namin yung sasabihin or alam po namin kung saan po yung ginastos.
That's all, Sophia. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you din po.
So, good afternoon, Sophia. May audible ba?
Yes po.
So here's my question. As an auditor, what tools, system, or methods will you use to accurately review and verify the organization's financial records? And how will you ensure consistency and reliability in your auditing process. Again, as an auditor, what tools, systems, or methods will you use to accurately review and verify the organization's financial records, and how will you ensure consistency and reliability in your auditing process?
Mm, honestly po, ano, eto po, sa totoo lang po talaga, wala po ay ako po kasi parang mano-mano po kasi ako mag-record. So, pwede po ata if ever po, kaya nga po ako pumasok with the guide of the other officers po and yung auditor po ngayon sa ATS, willing to learn naman po ako and willing to grow din po ako with them. So, if ever man po na may system po na ginagamit kayo or methods, pwede ko naman po ata yun pag-aralan.
So, in terms of tools, I highly suggest na sa council kasi namin, sa CTHBM Student Council, our financial executive officer uses Excel. Well, mahirap siya intindihin yung Excel, but highly encourage na gamitin ng auditor and treasurer or assistant treasurer yung Excel for them, for you also to fast track the records itself kasi hindi lang siya simpleng pera na pumapasok sa organizations, but it's the student money. So para at least madali nyong ma-records or mabantayan yung money or yung mga flow, kung ano pa mga event yung maano nyo is, I highly encourage na kayo Excel. Yun lang. And wala naman akong follow-up questions. Thank you.
Thank you po.
Ayan, so good afternoon, Sophia.
Good afternoon po.
So ito lang naman yung question ko. So, in your opinion, ano yung mas important as an auditor? Dinedetect mo yung mistakes or preventing them from happening in the first place?
Pwede po, paulit po.
Sige, sure po. So, in your opinion, ano yung mas important for an auditor? Dinedetect mo yung mga mistakes or piniprevent mo na siya na mangyari in the first place?
So for me po, mas pipiliin po yung ma-prevent. Pero sa real life po kasi hindi man po natin maiwasan yung mga ganong bagay na may mga nangyayari po talaga na hindi natin naaasahan. So kailangan din po natin na i-double check and i-detect po yung mga error para po hindi na po mangyari yung mga errors.
Okay, yun lang naman. Thank you.
Thank you po.
Hello, Sophia. Good morning.
Hello po.
So my first question is, how would you maintain fairness and objectivity in auditing?
Po.
How would you maintain fairness and objectivity in auditing?
Yun nga po yung sinabi ko din po kanina na as a running auditor po, pagiging I will just being honest and fair po sa pag-check ng records and reports. And yun po, being honest, transparent, and accountable po ng lahat ng mga reports or documents na mahahawakan ko po is gusto ko rin pong malaman and maging aware po yung buong students.
Okay, next question is, for example, meron ka ring friend or close friend na officer. Kasi hindi naman malayo na yun, na magkakaroon ka ng close friends dito sa station kapag kasama-sama na kayo. Um, for example, what would you do if you discover inconsistencies involving a close friend when it comes to the budget na i-audit mo?
Ate Daniela, pwede po pa ulit nag-chachabi po kasi.
Sige. For example,
Sorry.
okay lang. For example, meron kang close friend dito sa AP. And then, nangyari, parang may issues activity yung friend mo na yon regarding sa budget. What would you do if you discover inconsistencies involving a close friend?
Pwede po pa ulit po talaga.
Happy pa rin ba? Wait lang. Feeling ko dahil sa hangin. Wait, lilipat ako ng lugar. So, ganito. Okay na ba? Or choppy pa?
Sige na po.
Kaya raw po, buddy.
Okay na ba?
Ako sa...
Wait lang. So, for instance, you have a close friend in ATS. And then, you discovered na there are some inconsistencies that your friend is involving regarding budget na ina-audit mo. So, ano yung gagawin mo?
Yung gagawin ko po is, sasabihan ko po or tatanungin ko po kung totoo po ba yung, yung mga paratang wait lang po. Wait.
Sige lang po, take your time.
Pagsasabihan ko po or tatanungin ko po kung totoo po ba yung yung doon po sa involved po sa kanya na consistency. So, yun po, tatanungin ko po muna and i-make sure ko po kung totoo po yun or hindi.
Okay, next question. What do you think is the biggest threat to accountability in student organizations?
Is the biggest threat?
What is the biggest threat to accountability in student organizations?
For me po, yung biggest threat po is yung kapag may mga nawawalang pera po. Yun po. Tapos hindi alam kung saan napupunta or wala man lang copy or mga list kung saan po yun napupunta.
Okay, last question. Why is integrity in your position?
Po,
Why is integrity important in your position?
yun nga po, integrity means pagiging honest po and fair. So, just like what I said po kanina as a running auditor, kailangan ko po maging honest sa sarili ko, pati na rin po sa buong organization, and maging transparent and accountable po sa lahat. Yun lang po.
Okay, that's all, Sophia. Thank you so much.
Thank you po.
So, meron pa po bang magtatanong? Or last na sa Ate Ben? If wala na po, let's proceed na po sa next aspirant. So, thank you, Bebe. You did well and
Thank
good
you
luck
so
and
much po.
congrats.
Thank you po. Bye-bye po.
So, good afternoon, Era. Pwede pong pa-on cam. So, okay na po. Let's start na po. Thank you and good luck.
Hello, Era. Good afternoon. First, how are you naman? Ready ka na ba sa mga itatanong?
Yes po, I'm fine.
So first, introduce yourself and tell us about your personality.
So, I'm Era Micaela Caparal po, and I am the BSTM 1A treasurer of last academic year. So, I am a jolly person din po. Pero it depends on the person because I consider myself as ambivert person. And I also want to try new things in life. I am also a happy person. I always love to smile. And that's all po.
Okay, well, good luck. And for your first question, how would you ensure that the organization's funds are managed responsibly and transparently? I'll repeat the
So-
question. Or okay na? Okay naman na? Or ulitin ko? Sige po.
Can you repeat it?
Again, how would you ensure that the organization's funds are managed responsibly and transparently?
So, as a former treasurer po of the VSTM 1A and the NSTP CWTS Section 11, by the help of my initiative or my platform, which names the Budget Wisely, Serve Efficiently, wherein I can provide a financial report to the officers and to the students also, especially to the treasurer and mayors about the budget and also to be able for them to know. And I believe it is also important that I manage the financial report, and also it is also important for me na I I am transparent and accountable as a treasurer po. Yan lang po.
Okay, next question. Should every financial transaction of the student government or the ATS be publicly disclosed to students? Should every financial transaction of the student government or ATS be publicly disclosed to students?
Can you repeat the question po kasi medyo nag-choppy po kasi kayo.
Sige po. Okay naman na po ba? Loud and clear. Hello po.
But, paulit po, ate yung question.
Sige po. Should every financial transaction of the student government or ATS be publicly disclosed to students? Should every financial transaction of the student government or ATS be publicly disclosed to students? So, dapat bang mag-present ng transparent reports yung ATS sa student body or sa BSTM program?
So, as a treasurer, and I also manage financial reporting twice because naging treasurer din po ako ng dalawang section. And I also believe na it is important na it is publicly disclosed to the students because they are part of the budgeting of the, for example, the Association of Tourism Students. They are part of the activity that we will conduct. They are part of the activity that give a betterment, engagement for the students. Yun lang po.
So, since it is already mentioned, the students' engagement. So, let's talk about the students' membership fees. So, di ba, every year naman nagko-collect ng membership fees yung ATS. Since you're incoming second year and may dalawang batch ng seniors mo, the fourth and third year students, BSTM students. So, paano mo ma-encourage yung buong BSTM students na magbayad ng membership fees? Lalong-lalo na sa mga seniors since yun nga.
So, I will encourage every students of the association of the tourism management because just what I have said kanina na they are part of the budgeting of the organization. They are concluded on the Association of Tourism Students and sila mismo yung and sa kanila mismo is pinagkakandak yung isang activity. And I also do believe na ang every activity of the Association of Tourism Students are meant for the students of tourism management. And also I will encourage the seniors of the tourism management by always reminding them that they are also part of the Association of Tourism. They are also part of the ATS, and also about on the ATS membership fee, I also collected it because I'm the BSTM 1A treasurer din po kasi. And then when I'm collecting it, some of the students are late payers. So beside from that, I myself will conduct or will set a deadline of the payment for enable for them to know what is or when is the last day of paying membership fee po. Thank you.
So, for my last question, gaano ka confident na magre-reflect yung expenses ng organization sa activities na in-implement niya?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Gaano ka confident na magre-reflect yung ginastos niyo sa activities ng ATS? Kasi there are instances na napakalaki ng ginastos pero iilan lang naman yung activities. So, gaano ka confident na during your term naman is tama naman yung paggamit ng funds as well as equal na madami yung nagastos pero at the same time madami rin yung activities?
So, I am very confident
na ma-handle yung different budgets, ay yung budgets of the Association of Students with the help of my platform, which is the Budget-Wise, wherein I can budget all of the different expenses that our organization will buy. For example, I will mark it on my record, and also I also I also need to add it on my financial report, and yun lang po.
Yun lang naman po. Next panelist na. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. So, I don't have any further questions na po. Next panelist po.
So, good afternoon, Miss Era.
Good afternoon po.
How are you? Hmm. Hold on. So, in your platform, wait, so your platform is budget-wise, emphasizes transparency and regular financial updates. So, how will you ensure that students not only receive financial reports but also they understand it? Again, your budget-wise platform emphasizes transparency and regular financial updates. So, how will you ensure that students not only receive financial reports but also understand them?
Can you repeat the question po kasi medyo nagcha-choppy ka.
Choppy pa po ba?
Hindi na po.
Okay. So, your budget-wise platform emphasizes transparency and regular financial updates. So, how will you ensure that students not only receive financial reports but also understand them?
So my initiative or my platform is Budget-Wise. From the word itself, Budget-Wise, wherein may kasama siya sa, and it also includes the budget wisely and serve efficiently, wherein I will explain to the members, to the officers, and also to the class sections, every class treasurer of every sections in BSTM. So I believe as a treasurer, and I will explain it to my co-treasurer din po, so that they will also explain it to their corresponding members, to their corresponding classmates, kung paano po namin pinapaikot or paano namin ginagawa yung financial reporting and budgeting po of our organization. Yun lang.
So, I have another question for you. Just like what I've asked a while ago from sa auditor. So, what system or methods will you use to accurately review and report? And how will you ensure consistency and reliability in your methods or tools that you will be using? Again, what tools, system, or methods will you use to accurately review and verify the organization's financial records, and how will you ensure consistency and reliability in your methods or tools?
Can you please repeat the question?
Wait lang po. So, sabi pa po ba? Hello?
Hello? Hindi na po.
Okay, so, again, as a treasurer po, what tools, system, or methods will you use to accurately record, review, and verify the organization's financial transactions, and how will you ensure consistency, transparency, and reliability in your financial management process? Again, as a treasurer, what tools, system, or methods will you use to accurately record, review, and verify the organization's financial transactions, and how will you ensure consistency, transparency, and reliability in your financial management process?
So, as the current treasurer po of VSTEM 1A, I only do my financial report by myself without any methods po, without any tools. But for now, as I am running as the treasurer of the ATS, I believe that it is much more important na gumamit ako ng different tools when it comes on computing the financial report. And I can also uh, I can also be transparent to the student, because as a student leader, it is a must um, that we prioritize the transparency, especially when it comes on the money. And for me, the key for that questions po is to stay transparent, is to stay calm, and to be solution oriented lang po. Thank you.
So, wala naman akong follow-up questions, but I will be giving you an advice about the keeping a record of your, for example, receipts or anything. I will be encouraging you to use an Excel. Well, some of the students are mahirap. I nasasabi na super hirap na gamitin yung Excel. But then, I will be encouraging you to learn how to use the Excel for you to be able to fast track the money or the flow of the money of the organizations. And I will be encouraging you also to use a Google Drive for your assistant treasurer to be also monitor the flow of your of the organization's money, and also the for you to be able have a backup copy of the receipts, kasi sa organizations madami ka na niyang mahawakan receipts. So bale sa sobrang dami niyan, syempre minsan hindi natin masasabi na hindi natin masasabi na binabi ko sa gantong area na to. So you are confidently enough, but then syempre hindi naman natin pwedeng iganon na lang siya. So dapat you have a backup copy of that receipt, kasi as much as I remember, every batch of the officers of all the organizations and the CSBC is accomplishing a accomplishment report, which includes the receipts itself, kung anong mga nagastos, and financial reports and liquidations also. So, syempre, I-encourage kita if ever you're elected kasi wala ka namang kalaban. So it means baka. So I encourage you to do a Google Drive and then an Excel. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you po.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon po.
So, kamusta kaya pa?
Yes.
So, ito lang naman yung question ko sa'yo. You were running for the position as treasurer of the ATS, di ba?
Yeah.
So, example na lang. This is a scenario. May upcoming event kayo which is for all the third year students. Then, it's required na mag-attend yung third year students to that event, sa ATS event na yun. So, magkakaroon kayo ng fee, siyempre, di ba? Magkakolekta kayo ng fees for all the third year. Tapos yung event nyo is by next week na. So, yung ikakolekt yung pera is, the deadline is this week. So, ngayon dapat. Tapos, may student na nag-approach sa'yo privately, explaining na he or she cannot afford the fee due to severe financial constraints at home. And they're asking for an exemption or extension. So how will you handle this situation fairly and professionally? How do you balance the organization needs to collect funds with empathy for students facing genuine financial hardships?
So, I will handle it professionally po by explaining them kung bakit kailangan na po talaga nilang magbayad ng fee. And as a treasurer din po, na nagkaroon na rin po kasi ng ganyang problem on my section. And then, even though that they are not hindi pa sila nakakapagbigay ng fee, for example, is ini-explain ko po sa kanila kung bakit importante na magbigay ng ganun kasi it is for the betterment po of their section or their year level, for example. And as a treasurer, I believe na every student has their own dilemmas in life. So, and also, I myself must have different dilemmas din po. And I will explain it to them in a nice way, in a friendly way, to be able for them to understand why I am collecting fees. Yun lang po.
Okay, so yun lang naman yung question ko. Thank you so much.
Thank you po.
Hello, everyone.
Hello po.
So, question to me is transparency important in handling organizational funds?
Can you
Ulitin ko
please-
ba? Sige. Why is transparency important in handling organizational funds?
So, it is important to be transparent as a treasurer kasi it builds trust to not just on your co-officers but also to the students na kinokolektan mo ng membership fee, for example. And to be transparent is also to know what you love to do. And to be transparent is also it also to be able to explain to the students na uh, na yung kino-collect na pera is not just on the organization but it also for the all tourism management students po. Yun lang po.
Okay, so another question. Di ba sabi mo, wala kang tools, if I'm correct, na ginagamit currently sa paggawa ng financial reports. So, my question is, meron ka bang idea kung anong system ang pwede mong magamit? Aside, na suggestion din is Excel. So, what system would you implement to maintain financial transparency?
Well, honestly po, I know how to use Excel because on my senior high school on my senior high school po, I started to to manage our computer system. Sorry. On my high school days or senior high school days is my subject kami na related yung paggamit ng Excel. So, alam ko naman and I'm confidently na kaya kong matuto and kaya kong mas pag-igiyan kung paano gamitin yung Excel to be able for me to para hindi na masyadong mahirapan when it comes on computing po. Yun lang po.
Okay, that's all, Era. Thank you so much.
Thank you po.
So, meron pa po bang hahabol na tanong? Or panelists? If wala na po, let's proceed na po sa next aspirant. So, thank you, Miss Era, for your time today. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you po.